we go. We're live. Hey everyone, can you see me here hopefully in a second? I know there's a little bit of a delay on the stream.
Thumbs up in the chat.
So my name is Nick. It's nice to meet you.
I don't think anyone's confirmed.
Huh?
No one can see us.
Yeah, I know. There's a delay on it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
So, Livestream for.
My name is Nick. I'm one of the co-founders of Noise. I'm the one you've probably seen the videos of in your text messages. And then this is Diego. He's our CEO. He's another one of the co-founders of Noise.
Hey guys.
So I'm going to be kind of walking everybody through how all this works. Yeah, lots of highs.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody. I'm going to be walking everybody through how this works. And Diego's over here on his computer. He'll be answering your questions in the chat. So we're going to cover basically how Noise works, how you can get into it, and what it is. And then we are also going to be doing Q&A at the end, and Diego will be answering any of your questions that you have in the chat. There are quite a few people in here. Don't worry, we will get to every question. We'll be here for as long as you guys need us to be. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get us started. Okay. So first things first. Can everybody see this? Probably yes. Just want to say the first thing is Noise will never charge you for anything. I just want to make that super clear right out the gate that we are not going to ask you for a subscription. We're not going to ask you for a guide price, none of that. We're giving away every piece of our knowledge for free. There are probably people already in the chat here who have made really good money on the platform while we've been sort of in our beta phase, who are happy to confirm that we have never charged them for anything. So what Noise is an app that turns anybody into a paid creator. I know that sounds crazy, but we make viral content about brands for you to post, and then we pay you for all the views that those posts get. So how does Noise work exactly? So Noise is something that we created where we work directly with the brands. So if you are a creator and you're in this call and you've worked with a brand before, you know that there's a lot of back and forth there and it can take a long time. They want to confirm that all the imagery is right and the voice is right and all that stuff. We take care of all that. You don't have to worry about it at all. So we work directly with them, and we also put a sprinkle of our little magic in there to make sure that the content that you'll be posting has a good chance of going viral. So we give you all of that content to download. Every single person that uses Noise can download that content directly onto their device, and then they can post that content to TikTok. I am not kidding when it takes literally 4 minutes to make a post. We spend a lot of time to try and make that as simple as possible for all of you. And as soon as you post it, you start getting paid per view. So we start sending you notifications for how much you're going to be making on all of those views. So you might be asking, how do we come up with this idea? Well, we started Noise in December, and it was really created from our last app. So we've all been making apps together for years now, and our last app was a pretty popular app where you played games on your phone. That got millions of downloads. A lot of people really loved it. And one of the ways that we grew it was we started giving TikTok content to some of the users in our app, and we told them, hey, why don't you go post this content and then we'll pay you for the people that it brings to us and the views that it gets. And that might sound familiar now. Back then it was kind of a crazy concept for us, but our players loved it. You know, we had people buying iPhones with the money that they were getting from posting our TikTok videos. And that's kind of when we were thinking like, oh, this might be a really interesting thing to actually create an entire app out of. And so that's how we came to make Noise. So like I said earlier, Noise posts are designed to go viral. And there are probably some people in the chat here who have had a viral post on Noise. It's not the craziest thing in the world for your very first post on the platform to get hundreds of thousands of views. Or some people are blown away by the fact that their post gets 10 or 15,000 views. And so you can see some examples in here where some of the partners that we work with, their posts that they got on Noise get millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views. So this is another good example. This account here posted 5 videos about one of our partner apps, and you can see the views on here. These are all Noise posts, and they have over 2.1 million views in just these 5 posts. And this user made, I think it was over $1,000 in a week just from these posts alone. So now, how do you get paid is the question that we get all the time. And the answer is pretty simple. So what we do is we pay you for every single view that you get. So each partner in the app has a price for how much they're paying for the views that you're getting on TikTok or Instagram or whatever social media platform you're posting it to. So in this example here, you can see Quiver Quantitative. That's one of the apps that we work with. They're paying $1.20 per 1,000 views. And so you can see some information about them inside the app. You can actually see all the top posts for each brand inside the app too. So you can maybe get some inspiration that way and see what other people are posting. But over here is also a small example of what kind of rates that you can expect on the app. These are always changing. They're going up. Some of them might go down if there's too much being posted at once. They also have caps. We're constantly adding new partners. We just added a new partner about an hour ago. They're an Indian food delivery service, really cool. And we're always working on making sure that the cost per 1,000 views and the post cap are as high as possible for you guys. So I guess the question is that most people have, well, how do I get started? So it's pretty straightforward. The best way to get started is to download the app, which is usually the most important place to start. And then you create a brand new TikTok account. And this might kind of surprise some of you, but a new TikTok account actually helps you find your audience a lot better than your existing account. I'm sure a lot of folks have heard the whole, I've built my For You page brick by brick and I've trained my algorithm. That is very true. And we're using it so that the content that you make is being seen by the exact people who are going to engage with it the most. And what we mean by engage is like, share, favorite, and ultimately get as many views as possible. So we do that through a process that we call baking your account. So all you do to bake your account is just train your TikTok algorithm on your new account. So you will like, follow, comment, favorite, share content that is similar to what you'll be posting about. So a good example is one of the partners in the app right now is an interior design app, and you will just go find a bunch of interior design content, or maybe you'll look up Sims 2 content or whatever it would be where people are interested in interior design. And then when your For You page is full of interior design, then it's a good time to post your interior design content because it will be shown to all the same people who like the same interior design stuff that your For You page is totally full of. And so when all that's ready and your For You page is totally ready to go, you post it and then you just start earning. So some common questions I'm going to address. Does noise cost me anything? No, noise does not cost you anything at all. It never will. Just to be clear, this is not some sort of like MLM thing. This is just you posting content about brands, and we're doing it in a way that allows everyone to join, not just big creators. So why do I need to make a new account? This is one that I covered a little bit earlier, but if you weren't around for that one, you make a new account so that you can target the content you'll be posting for directly to the audience that will engage with that content. So if you're posting about food, it's really easy to swipe around in your For You page, do some searching, do some commenting, do some following, do some liking, do some favoriting of food content until your For You page is just full of food. So that when you make your food post, it's going to be seen by all the same people that like food. People talk all the time, oh, I'm stuck in 250 jail, I'm stuck in 750 jail. This is the secret on how to break out of that, is to really curate your For You page and niche it down so that when you post about content, it's seen by the exact people who are going to engage with it and has a much better chance of going viral. How much can I post is one we get all the time. Usually this happens when someone makes their first post and their first notifications come in of them making money, and then they ask, can I post 20 times a day? And we say, no, you cannot post 20 times a day, because if you post 20 times a day, TikTok will start flagging your account. TikTok really only wants you posting maybe 3 or 4 times a day on an account. Any more than that, and then they'll kind of get a little weirded out and think you might be trying to spam post. We don't want you caught up in that. The best way to post is just to act like a totally normal, regular user. And what we found is 3 to 4 posts a day per account is the most that you can post without TikTok starting to slap your wrist a little bit. if your follow-up question is, can I use multiple accounts? The answer to that one is yes. We have plenty of users who are using 2, 3, 4 accounts to post on. Like I said, it's really easy for you to be able to grab that content out of the app and put it on TikTok. So it only needs to take, an hour, and you can make 3 posts per your 4 accounts if you want to do that.
Real quick though, we always do just recommend starting with one account to get the hang of it, right? And then obviously expanding from there.
Yep. Yeah, Diego makes a great point. Sorry you guys can't see us. We do recommend starting with the one account just to get sort of your reps in and understand how it works, and then expand outward. We don't want you starting all the way to the finish line. Let's run that first 100 meters first. One we get all the time, does it only work for TikTok? No. If you are an Instagram creator or you prefer to use Instagram, it also works for Instagram. If you're posting on YouTube and you prefer to post on YouTube, also works for YouTube. The thing about YouTube is you will need to convert it into a video to post on YouTube. But if you're already posting on YouTube, I'm sure that's a really familiar thing for you. It's not a lot of work. Instagram and TikTok, you're just downloading the images directly, and then you're posting it that way. So how do we make money is something that we get a lot. So when we work with the brands say, hey, we're going to pay you $2 for every 1,000 views that it gets. And then we go out and we say, great, all of our creators, we're just going to split it 50-50 with you guys. So 50% goes to you, 50% goes to us for dealing with the brands and building all the technology and constantly working to get you guys new stuff to post about. So the big one, how do I withdraw the money? You just connect your bank account, very similar to how YouTube works or how DoorDash or Uber or any of these other apps work. You designate where do you want the money to go. You give us your routing number, and then we send it to you as a bank transfer. There are a 30-day hold on the earnings. So the money that you'll make today, let's say you make $5 today, you will be able to withdraw that $5 in 30 days from now. And we do that the exact same way YouTube does. And it's just Uber. Everybody does it this way. It's just to prevent fraud. So there's a 30-day hold on the money that you make. But once that 30 days is over, it's released and you guys get to grab as much of it as you want to. So that's really it.
Go back real quick before we let people in the app. So, hey guys, this is Diego. I'm the one chatting with all of you. Amazing questions. I think you've answered most of them. Just real quick, we're about to let you guys go and download the app. So if you're on iPhone or Android, we'll give you a QR code that you can scan. If not, I'm about to send some links in the chat that you can click to and download. Just letting you guys know ahead of time before I flip it on.
Yep.
All right.
So there will be a link, like Diego said, in the chat here for you to be able to download the app. You should also be getting a text message from us that has that information in it. So follow the link. Our website is www.getnoise.com. That's the easiest way to find the app, because if you just search for it in the App Store, you'll see a bunch of white noise apps and go to sleep apps. That's not what you're looking for. So highly recommend that you go to the links that Diego just posted in the chat, or go to our website, getnoise.com. You can download it from there. There is also a code that you need to access it. So if you see some reviews, low star reviews of people saying, bring back Play Bite, blah, blah, blah. We opened the app up early and it kind of went a little too viral. So we closed it all down. So the only way to access the app right now is via a code, which you have an access to. It's just the word love, LOVE. All this information should be available here. Let me open this up for you guys. All this information is available for you here. If you screenshot this QR code, it brings you to a guide that covers everything that we talked about today, which includes where do I download the app, how do I join the community, how do I bake my account, how do I post. All that information is there, as well as the link to actually download the app.
Looking at some good questions here. As you might have heard, this is a brand new app that we started in December. So there's still some rough edges we need to send down. One of them I see you guys asking is, what account do you connect when you're onboarding? You should talk about that.
Yeah, so when you're onboarding, you can go ahead and just connect your personal account. We just want proof that you're a real person and have a TikTok. You do not have to post on your personal account. It's just a check to make sure that you're a real person. You can add multiple accounts later. Don't worry about the one that you have. You can add whichever one for the brand that you select later.
Great question from MXY Bello. Is there a referral system? So another thing I tell everyone as they're joining, once you put in the code, did we tell them the code to get in?
Yeah, the code is LOVE.
LOVE, LOVE. So once they ask you for a code, or the app asks you for a code to get in, type in LOVE. That'll let you in. Then the app will ask you to connect an account. As Nick said, for now, just connect whatever account you have, whether it's a personal one or something you've done for another project. It's really just to have these filters, right? Because if not, too many people come in and all kinds of shenanigans happen. Once you're fully in there, you'll be ready to start joining campaigns and creating the actual accounts you'll be using for these campaigns. A couple of things to keep in mind. Number one, if you go to the bottom right of the app, your profile, you can go there and then there's a gear icon, basically the settings page, where you can control what your code is. Your code is, think of it as your username. I always recommend changing it at the beginning if you're interested in having something that represents you and your vibe and your persona. That also serves as a referral code. So someone asked me if there is a referral code in the system. In the same way that we all just let you in with code LOVE, you can invite your friends. You can share all the knowledge that we've just shared with you. You can figure it out together. You can kind of like hype each other up and invite them with the code that you've chosen. Very importantly,
so go ahead.
Very importantly, you will get a cut of their earnings for helping us recruit more creators. So there's a very strong incentive to do so.
Gonna rapid fire answer some questions in the chat here. Alexis, do we create Reels or TikTok videos with the images you provide, or do we post them as images and carousels? Great question. Just post them as carousels. So download each individual image, put the text on it, copy the description, paste that description in there, and just post it as a 7-slide carousel. Carl, thanks so much. This is cool. Appreciate you.
You're cool, Carl.
We've got Shell. Does it matter what times we post? Can we start now? It can matter when you post. We cover a lot of that information in the Discord in terms of best times to post. Generally, morning, lunch, evening around dinner time, and late evening are the 4 best times to post. Yes, you can start now. So as long as your account is baked, you can start posting. DeMarco, I just lost it. It jumped up. DeMarco, if we decide to do TikTok and Instagram, would we need to make a new Instagram as well? Yes. Instagram works the same way as TikTok. It's actually easier to bake your account on Instagram because there's so much less content. We've got Michael. Thank you. You're welcome, Michael.
Yeah, I'll send it.
So this whole meeting was just to promote your app. Yep. So it says connect with Google or Apple. Can I connect with Google? Yes, you can. Make a new account. Yes. Can we use an original account? I was the main one. Yeah, if you want to use your original account, you can. I just don't recommend it because you won't get as many views. I'm currently downloading on my phone. No, it's not available on the Chromebook right now. Sorry about that. Got logged in, linked already, and my first post is ready. Dang, that's fast. That was fast. All right. Can we do TikTok and Instagram? Yes, Barbara. You can do TikTok and Instagram. You can post both the same thing. Let's see. How do I go back and recap on baked? So Samantha, if you follow this QR code here, there's a whole guide on exactly how to bake your account right through this QR code. It's a page that details all that for you.
It is also in the post builder page.
It's also in the post builder page inside of the app. So if you go to your post is ready, there's a whole guide on it in the app that just says get more views if you just scroll down a little bit.
A couple of things because it's getting asked here. We have a Discord, so everyone who already uses Discord, and if you don't, I highly encourage you to get it. Discord's just like a chat room, right? It's completely free as well on the app stores, on computers, everywhere. We have a Discord. I'm sending the link out every few minutes. It's a great place to be because the entire noise team is there, and all of the top creators are there as well. So you can kind of ask questions 24/7 if you're ever feeling lost, which we've thrown a lot of information your way. So it's obvious that you might have questions. We'll be able to answer them, or someone in the community will be able to answer them. It's also great because we hype each other up. We celebrate each other's wins. It's pretty cool. Another thing on that similar similar note is, I lost my train of thought now because you showed me. Oh, it'll come back to me. Go ahead.
I'm texting some of you now that are requesting access in. For those that are listening and they're sending text messages, code LOVE, LOVE, gets you verified into the app. You don't need to send us a message unless you want to, but you can. There's just a lot of you.
I remember what I was going to say is a lot of you are asking about like the finer detailed questions, which is amazing, right? That means you're wanting to get started. If you look in the app, there's 2 tabs. One of them is called Trending and another called Leaderboard. Both are a great thing for you to check out so you can see what the top creators are doing and just basically reverse engineers like, oh, I get it. I see what they're doing. I'm going to copy their playbook essentially. So Leaderboard will show you the top creators by earnings, descending, and Trending will show you top posts over the last, I think, 24 hours, both of which you can open the TikTok pages and TikTok profiles. It's super helpful. Obviously, it's easy to learn when you're observing someone else and trying to replicate their steps.
Yep. I've also seen a couple people asking why the post said it was 15 to 25 an hour. That's because I can't choose how we pay out on that platform. So I put a rough gauge in what you can expect for an hour of work.
To be clear, one post takes like what?
Less than 3 minutes. Yeah. It's 2 minutes and 53 seconds is the average time it takes to make a post.
Yeah, some people are asking about creative freedom and if they can post content about, certain things. So this is a little counterintuitive, but trust us that we found it to be the right move. We've kind of built something that eliminates anyone having to figure out what to make from the equation, right? We're just literally giving you the content for you to assemble inside of TikTok or assemble inside of Instagram or assemble inside of YouTube. Obviously, that means there's maybe a lot less creative freedom than you were thinking, but trust me, this is the right move because this means you don't have to spend any time like coming up with content, hoping that it'll perform well, etc. Our system's just doing it all for you. We're just handing it to you in basically a nice little bow, and you can just put it together, post it, and you'll have confidence that it's always going to decently perform, and sometimes it's going to incredibly perform.
So saw some people saying, what happens if I get the exact same post as somebody else? You won't. So every post that you get inside of Noise is unique to you. So if you decide you don't want to post that and you press next, then that goes to somebody else to possibly take. So each post that you get is totally unique to you.
A question from JC in the chat. So JC, you should have our Noise app, right? And then inside of that, there's, I think currently right now, 9 different campaigns. You pick whichever one you want to work for or work with. Then the app will give you content for that campaign, and you post that on TikTok, or you post that on Instagram, or you post that on YouTube. The whole point, and I guess we should address this more specifically, the whole point, how this all works, is that all of these brands need help getting the word out about their products. A lot of them are apps. Some of them are, one of them is furniture. Another one is a food meal kit. They all just basically need help spreading the word so that more people will buy their products, more people will download their apps. So we're giving you content that is A, really fun and or engaging, and B, you'll notice always promotes one of those products. And that's how we all make money, right? The brands pay us, we keep a cut, and then we pass the rest to you for your help in distributing the content.
Answering another couple questions here. So Frank asked, it takes 4 minutes to post, but it takes a lot of time to create the content. Your rough estimate is very misleading. I already answered that for him, but I want to answer it for others. You do not have to make any of the content. We made all the content for you. So the 2.5 minutes on average that it takes someone to post is just downloading all the content that we made for you and posting it to TikTok. That's all you have to do. We've got the hashtags for you. We've got the description for you. We have all the text to put on there. All of it's already made. All you got to do is post it. We've also got a question from Amaya. What should I use as my username? because I'm unsure which brands or content I'm going to be posting, you can just go ahead and create your account and connect it now. You can change your username on TikTok later. You get one change every 7 days or something like that. So
the connection disconnects if you do that.
Yeah, but you can just enter your personal account in there just to see what brands are available before you want to create that new account too. How long should we bake? Asked DeMarco. So you can bake in as short as 15 minutes or as long as 2 days. The longer you bake, generally the better. But if you're really eager, the thing to look for is to make sure that your baked account has mostly the content you'll be posting about in your For You page. So if you're scrolling your For You page and you see all book content, then you're good to go and post about books. Do we have to create a new account for each brand that we're posting for? Yes, if they're different. If you're posting about mostly food, we have 2 food partners in the app right now. You can post on the same account, but you don't want to post food and book content together.
Yeah, think of it this way. Once you open up a TikTok account, it's kind of a blank canvas, right? But as you start using it, that's the whole point of baking. You say, all right, I'm gonna work in the books partner with the books partner. So what you do is you start the account and then you start searching for best books or Goodreads or Book Talk, and just do that for 10-15 minutes until all you see on that account is book content. And that's how you know you've baked the account, because what will happen is that then you'll grab your very first post for our book partner, you'll post it, and TikTok will say, I know exactly who I should be showing this to. Other people like this person who loves books. And that's kind of the magic of the system and why we ask that you start new accounts for the different categories.
JC, yes, 1 account per campaign unless it's about the same topic, like food. MXYBELO, I'm not exactly sure how I say that, but how do you apply to be a post maker? Join the Discord, talk to us. We talk about theories on content all day long. So hop in there. I'm pretty frequent in the Discord, so you can send me a message there. What's baked? AC. Baked is just when your account is fully ready. There's a whole guide for it here. Let me open this up again.
That's funny.
There's a whole guide for it. Follow this QR code. It's a page that tells you exactly how to bake your account. Megan Asiani, should we follow accounts? Yes. So a really good way to bake your account is by following accounts that's similar to the kind of content you'll be making. So if you'll be posting about food, follow food accounts. If you're posting about books, follow other book creators. It helps the algorithm understand what kind of content you like.
Couple of questions from Garrow here. Good one here. Once you connect an account, we ask you to connect an account by typing in the account's handle, right? So if you change it, you need to connect the new one as well. Just FYI. Also, again, if you didn't already, you can go to the profile on the Noise app, and then you can go to the settings page on the Noise app, a little gear icon, and you can pick your code, which is essentially your username. That's important because we use that to track your posts. So don't go changing that like midway. Like pick something you like now so you never have to touch it again. Another question, or I guess a lot of comments here, I want to address it. None of you, we don't ask, and we very much do not want any of you to be making your own stuff and just kind of like going off the cuff. That's not what the brand is paying for. The brand is paying for you guys to post what we, the Noise app, will give you, okay? You are off the hook with coming up with content. You do not have to do that. The brand will not pay for it, actually. So obviously, that might be a bummer if we're looking to get super, super duper creative from scratch. But trust me, it's worth it because you're getting high-performing stuff right out of the box. You don't have to do a lot of work for that. And ultimately, we want to put as much money in everyone's pockets with as little work as possible, because that all is the best outcome for everyone.
Destiny Davis, what kind of profile picture should we use? Depends on what you're creating about. We found that a letter works great for interior design. Someone's face works great for food. Whatever you decide, it's really whatever a normal account would look like. You don't have to get crazy with it. People have profile pictures of all sorts of stuff, and it seems to work. Let's see. We've got, what's the invite code when you set up your account? Amy, the invite code is LOVE, LOVE. Just posted, let's go. Dang, Michael's crushing it already out here. Let's see.
Garo is asking, great question too, about how to connect your payout method. So that is also in the settings. So profile, and then the settings page. There's a button called payout, or cash out, I think it's called. That's where we'll handle the cash out. We don't ask anyone for any bank information until you're at the threshold. So you'll do that as you get to the threshold. So yeah, it's gonna work the same way that if you ever were an Uber driver, or if you've ever joined to be a Airbnb host or anything like that, they all work the same way. Same exact model.
Amaya, what's a popular brand or trendy content you guys recommend that's offered on your Noise app? Well, we're working with a bunch of different cool apps. Depends on what you view as trendy. You can pick almost anything and it'll do pretty well. My personal favorite, I think, is probably Artifox, just because, I think their stuff looks really cool. And the slideshows tend to do pretty well there. I think the average view per post on Artifox is somewhere around 3,500 to 5,000, somewhere around there.
Yeah, I want to bring it up because I don't see that many compared to how many viewers there are. If you are on Discord and you are wanting to do this, but you have not joined our Discord, I am about to send the link. Please do join, because that is so much more helpful. We answer questions 24/7. You can ask us personally any questions. You can ask the other creators any questions. Mm-hmm. Please do join.
Marlena, what's the payout threshold minimum? So the minimum you get is $50. Once you hit $50, you can withdraw. It's significantly lower than YouTube. It's a standard for having, some sort of like fraud protection, right? Versailles, do you get paid hourly or per views? You get paid per views. Anything with animals or plants? Asked Nikki. I wish. We actually, we're talking to some new partners around plants, so hopefully we will be able to announce that soon. Working on new partners every day.
I'm going to get introduced to a new animal company soon. I want to get every category, right? Everyone's interested in something. So we're working on getting something for everyone that they can all enjoy. And that, by the way, that is some people are asking which campaigns to work on. It's a totally fine answer to just say whatever you're the most interested in, right? Like if you're really into stocks, we have
meme partners.
We have Quiver Quantitative. But if you don't know anything about stocks, maybe don't pick that one up, right? Because that might be harder for you to get excited about day in and day out.
JC, does it make a difference between international and national campaigns? Yes. Currently, U.S. users have the best rates. We're only available in the United States, Canada, the U.K., and Australia. Yeah. We've got Deborah, how do I put in the code and where do you cog? I'm not really sure what that one is, but in order to verify, you'll get stopped on a step when you open the app for the first time and it says enter a code. You can text us or join the Discord. All you got to do is type in the code LOVE in the big red button there. It'll let you in. Hannah Strauss, I'm new. Hi, Hannah. I'm Nick. Sorry, dad joke. What category do you have the most brands for? Zeal. We currently have, I think, food has our most brands. We just added our second food one today. We're going to be adding more partners every week, so that will keep expanding.
Another important thing worth mentioning, and I guess you'll be able to, where's the camera? Over there. If you're in the app, once you see, I'm a lousy creator, so don't follow my lead. I've only made like $8. But if you're in that post builder where that big red button is, if you click into that right as you're making a post, you can always, if you ever have a question, click there where our faces are. That takes you to a YouTube video that I think does a pretty good job at giving you like a 3-minute rundown of how the whole thing works. If you're either not clear yet, or if you ever need to reference something and check back in on it.
Shell, this is literally a dream come true. Thank you guys. You're welcome. Those are the stories we love. We have examples of people paying their rent, getting their groceries for the week,
electronics,
buying new phones, buying, all sorts of stuff. So we love it when you guys are able to do cool stuff with us.
And again, it's worth mentioning, just to be clear, if anyone is skeptical, like we're in this together, right? Ultimately, we are providing a service to our brand partners, right? All of these campaigns in food, furniture, video games, whatever it is that we have in the app right now, they all need help growing their businesses. We are connecting them with you, and we and us and you are helping them spread the word about their products, and they are paying us all for it, right? So we are in the same boat. We're in it together. And it's been such a joy. We've only been doing it for a couple months now, but it's going great, and we're so thrilled to have you guys on board. And I'm sure you're all still going to have a lot of questions, so it'll be fun couple of days answering them in the chat.
We're pretty active in the community too, so make sure to drop into the Discord, send us a hello. I've got, I don't even know how many missed text messages here at this point. 25 missed text messages from you all, so I'll get to those here once we finish this next one. But yeah, we're trying to build this with a personal touch, so I appreciate you all being here, and looking forward to seeing you on the leaderboards.
One more time, if you have a Discord or if you want to learn how to use Discord and haven't joined it, I highly recommend it. It's a huge level up. Please do not sleep on it. I'm going to send the link one more time. Discord.
And then answering some more questions here. We've got Hannah, where do I start to create content on TikTok? I'm open to do anything. So all you got to do is just download the Noise app and follow the directions there. Can we use the content out of the Noise app and post it on our TikTok? Yes, that's the whole thing we want you to do. Grab the content directly from the Noise app, copy the description, copy all the text, post it to TikTok.
This is a really interesting one, probably not relevant for everyone, but JC, I see your question asking, seems like you work with other businesses that might need help spreading the word. I'm going to send you a link, or you can just go to getnoise.com/partners, and anyone that you think is a good fit can just apply through there.
Yep.
And that's the case for anyone else, by the way. Like if anyone else works for a company or knows of someone who has a company that needs help with something like this and spreading the word about their products or services, we're always open to talking to more.
Great question, Garu. You're just nailing all the great questions. Nick and Diego, before you leave, this is in all caps. Nick and Diego, before you leave, what happens if we post things irrelevant from the app? If you post stuff that's not from us, as long as it's not hashtagged back to us, you don't have to worry about it. All the content that comes out of our app comes with a unique hashtag that's your code. When you put that in your videos, that's how we know that's a video from Noise. If you want to post meme content interlaced with food content because you think that'll grow your following on your TikTok, go for it. If you do tag that content that is not related to what you find in Noise, the partner will find it and you will be banned from the platform. To be clear, if you do any view botting, you will be caught. If you post the incorrect content, you will be caught. All of these things will ban you. We have spent years in the games industry. We know how to find it. You will not beat us, I promise.
Yeah, we need to add that one to the slides. Do not do any cheating, please.
Yeah, we will know, and it's just going to waste both of our time. Yeah. So just don't do it.
Yeah.
We had another question earlier from, I'm a stay-at-home mom. This is a way for me to stay busy and earn something while we get through this. This is great. I love that, Lozano. I'm super sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, you're not alone. We've heard stories just like that, and that's part of why we're trying to do this, is to allow people to do stuff from home. We've got Tara. On average, how long does it take to start earning money? As soon as you make your first post, it can take 15 minutes to get that post connected to the platform, and then you'll start seeing your notifications come in.
Yep. Yeah, we should make that clear too. That's another great one, is when you post, so you connect to the accounts, right? Please remember to always connect any account that you're going to be posting out of. You can go to profile and then settings, or from within the campaigns. Always make sure you're connected to the account. And again, if you ever have any questions, we're available. Once you post, it takes a while for our systems to detect the post and start tracking it within the app and start paying you for it. So don't ever freak out if you posted and 10 seconds later you haven't gotten paid for it. Like that's normal. It takes time for a system to catch it.
Yeah, pretend a human has to go type in your address, go find your video, count the number of views, and then put it back in our system. It can take a little longer than you might think, but it'll be there. We have one from Hannah. Can you post mobile app games and VR games together on one page? Yeah, go for it. There is a slight difference in that audience, so you might see some views better on some posts than others. But yes, you can post them together. It just might not be as effective since VR games and mobile games are slightly different audiences.
Yeah, the VR game we've found, I think, skews a lot younger. So you totally can, but maybe just start with one for now, as opposed to trying both of them.
If we post on Instagram, can we post on Instagram story? Yeah, you can post on the Instagram story. It's just not going to be something that we'll be able to track directly from the story views, but the views on the story will be seen on your reel if people click through to it, and then we can count those as well. Good question, Bree. Did you go over how much we get paid per view? Great question, Tara. Yeah. They're all available in the app. So if you look at each partner inside of the app, it tells you exactly how much you're paid per view. We basically round it up to 1,000 just so it's easier to see $1 or $1.20 rather than a tenth of a penny per view. So those are all available in the app. They're constantly changing, and we're constantly working on bringing those up for you guys too.
I see a lot of questions about like the different platforms and the different formats in the platforms. Let me maybe give you some like official pointers. The official Diego, CEO of Noise recommendation, especially for new users, which all of you are, is pick the campaign that you're the most interested in. Create one account for that campaign and do it on TikTok first. Just like get your reps in there, even if it's like for the first day or so, just so you get the hang of the whole thing. And then you can branch out whichever way you want to. But, we often see sometimes people want to like go a million miles an hour on day one and then kind of tie themselves up in a knot. That's my official recommendation. Pick one campaign, start one TikTok account, bake it, just post about that. Just see the whole thing unfurl before your eyes over the first 1 or 2 days. And then from there, decide what you want to do next to go faster, whether it's different campaign, more accounts, etc.
Trench Baby, what about Marvel and anime? Doing both is acceptable or no? We currently don't have. That's Diego's dream. When we get a Marvel, anything to promote, he will be very excited. We don't have it yet.
Marvel Studios, we've won.
Yeah, we'll get Diego a big Iron Man T-shirt. He'll be thrilled. Should we post the reel on Insta? So should the post be a reel on Insta? Yes, it should be a reel on Insta. Brie, great question. I'm in Discord already. What if I wanted to do anime and Marvel like content? We don't have any partners that do anime and Marvel content yet. When we do, we will announce that in the Discord for sure. Otherwise, we are not able to pay for that at the moment. Can't figure out if my Instagram is connected to the Noise app. Jessica, if you go to your profile, it'll list the connected apps that you have on your profile. Just go make sure that those are spelled correctly. Otherwise, if you post, just making sure that you have the hashtag attached to that post. And if your name is spelled correctly of your Discord or your Instagram handle, you'll start getting those notifications.
Yeah, you should see some great chips in your profile. That's how you know what accounts are connected. You can always connect new ones. Good question about music.
Yeah. Bree, can we choose our own audio for the reel on Insta? Go crazy with the audio. Go with your gut on that one. We have no definitive analytics that specific audio makes a massive difference. Trending audio is usually better. That's just a general good rule of thumb. But yeah, go with what you think matches the video. Tara, I want to know if we can post on TikTok and Instagram, or do we get paid for those separately? You can download the same post and post it to both places, Tara. So if you want to download and post to TikTok and then take that same thing and post it to Instagram, you get paid double. So you get paid both on TikTok and Instagram. We're just looking at the views. It doesn't matter which platform they're on. If you get 5,000 on TikTok and 50,000 on Instagram, you get paid for 55,000 views. Are we able to post on stories? You can post it on stories, but we can't track the stories. We can only track the reels. So you can post it on your stories and it might help the views on your reel, but we can't track the actual reel views. That was a question from Shlemaya. Or Shlema.
Question from Garrow. Yeah, I guess this should be clear, but again, not my official recommendation. If you post, once we give you a post in the app, you'll see there's actually like 2 tabs, one for TikTok and one for Instagram. So yeah, of course, once you're like fully up and running, you should post it on both Instagram and TikTok. You will get paid for both, which is great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We're just looking at the views. So if you get 5,000 views on Instagram, 5,000 views on TikTok with the same post, we're looking at 10,000 views. We're not saying you can only pick one. How do we follow the Discord? We'll get you another link for the Discord, Braxton. Can we use our own trending audios? Yeah, use whatever audio that you feel fits the video.
I just want to address Barbara Hilliard. Thanks so much for the kind words. Glad to have met your expectations. Excited to have you. Amy asks how I get paid. I just posted my first video. Great. So assuming you did everything as you're supposed to, the system will pick it up. You'll start seeing the earnings in your app start tracking. And then any earnings are available for cash out 30 days later, which is completely standard on any platform you ever work with. If you've ever driven an Uber, or if you ever made become a YouTube star or things like that. But you'll be able to track it within your app. That graph that currently probably says $0.00 will start moving as soon as we detect that new post has been made. And if it's been 24 hours and that hasn't been the case, please do reach out and we'll be able to help you figure that out, because maybe you did something wrong, but hopefully not.
Yep, and I see quite a few text messages from folks here, so I'll be responding to you over the next probably 45 minutes or so. We're gonna cut it here, guys, but we do have another one of these. I'm gonna leave the stream up. It will be coming back in about an hour, so we'll be back again running through everything. Again, if you guys missed or came late, please stick around for another hour here. We're gonna cover everything again. Otherwise, feel free to grab a screenshot of this QR code and it'll take you to a page that should explain everything that we just covered now. So again, we're all going to hop off briefly. I'm going to answer a bunch of the messages that you all have been sending me, making sure that people are getting in the app. And then we're going to do this all over again here at 9:30 our time, which is about an hour from now.
One final time, I'm going to send the iPhone link, the Android link, and if you haven't already, once more, highly recommend you join the Discord. And not only join, but obviously check it every day, because that's how you'll learn from the best creators in the platform.
Yep. Everybody, it's been a pleasure. We'll see you all in an hour if you're coming back for the second one. Otherwise, I will either talk to you in text messages or I will see you in Discord. Looking forward to seeing what everybody posts and looking forward to starting to give you all money. So hopefully we'll see you all here shortly. And yeah. It's been a pleasure. So again, Nick saying bye from Noise, and I'll see you all in about an hour. Thanks, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for saying no sound. It would have been really embarrassing to talk to myself for a couple minutes there. Yeah, like Diego said, it's a little late. So my name is Nick. Super happy to see you all here. I'm sure that you've seen my face in some of the videos that have been sent to you through the day, reminding you of this live stream.
Are you sure they can hear us now?
Yeah, there's just a delay.
Okay.
There's just a delay.
Okay.
Yeah. So my name is Nick, and this is Diego. We're both co-founders of Noise.
Hi, everyone.
And so I'm going to be doing a lot of the talking today. Diego is over here on his computer. He's going to be answering your questions in the chat. So if you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Diego will be able to respond to you there. We will also be grabbing questions out of the chat too and answering them. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. And let's see. I'm just going to move myself down a little bit here. Great. So you guys can still see us. Let me hide that real quick. That'll be relevant in a second. Awesome. So, like I said, my name is Nick. This is Noise. Super excited to have you here. I'm just going to start by going with a blanket statement that Noise is a completely free app that will never charge you money. We are not going to ask a subscription from you. We are not going to ask you to pay for a guide. None of that. The app is completely free. And the whole point of it is to let everybody be a paid creator. So we are an app that turns anyone into a paid creator, and we make viral content about brands for you to post, and then we pay you for the views that those posts get. So, all right, well, how does Noise work? Well, it's really simple. So we go out and we make deals with brands who want more people to see.
They can't hear anything again. Or a lot of people are saying they can't hear you. Are you sure?
Can everybody hear me? Hello, hello. Can't hear anything. If anybody can hear me, please give me the thumbs up. You should be able to hear me.
Yeah, there's just a delay right on the chat.
I think there's just a delay on the chat. Click out and go back in. Thumbs up if you can hear us. I can hear. I can hear you. Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, great. Yeah, there's just a bit of a delay. Sorry, everybody. So, like I said, the way that it works is we go out and we partner with brands who want more people to see. Oh, yeah, there's all the thumbs up. Great.
Yeah.
We partner with brands who want more people to see what their brand is about, right? This might be a new app. This might be a piece of furniture. This might be a new food or whatever it might be, right? And we go and we say, great, we're going to help you make content that's going to portray your brand in the way that you want. So for those who are watching who have done brand deals before, you know there's a lot of back and forth there. We take care of all that. And we also sprinkle a little bit of magic in there to say, all right, we know how to make your posts go viral too. So then we take all of that content that the brand has said, great, I want everyone to see this. And then we put it in our app for you to download and post. So we give you all that content for free. And then you download it from our app, and then you post it to TikTok or Instagram, and you get paid for each view that those posts get. So it takes quite literally 2.5 minutes on average in order to download one of these posts. And I have a video that will prove it here in a bit that you guys can see. And then as soon as that video gets connected on those platforms, you start getting paid for it. Great. Well, so how did we get here, right? Well, Noise is pretty new, which is why if you've tried Googling us, you probably haven't found a whole lot. We're pretty new. We started in December, and we've been building apps for a long time. So our previous app had millions of downloads. It was a games app. It was pretty popular. And the way that we grew that app was we gave some of our users of that app TikTok content that promoted our app, and we paid them for each install that they brought us and each view that they got. I'm sure that sounds pretty familiar now that you're all listening to me talk, right? Obviously, that became what we're doing today because we went out and asked other companies like, hey, this worked really well for us to get a bunch of installs and to get new users to know what our app is about. Is that something that you would like as well? And they all said yes. And then we said, great. Do you want to pay our creators for that content? And then they said yes. And we said, great. And that is how Noise was born. So like I said, our posts in the app that you download are meant to go viral. You can see some examples of some of the viral ones up here. There are more like this. These are not the only ones. It is not uncommon for someone to make their very first post on the platform and have 10,000 or 100,000 views on that post. That happens more often than you would believe. I was just talking to somebody in our Discord who just joined with us just earlier this evening, and they couldn't believe how quickly they got views on their stuff. And we're saying, this is the most views I've ever gotten on a video this quickly. So that's what we're all about. That's what we like to see. This is another great example of that too. All of the posts that you see here were from the Noise platform, and this person only posted 5 videos, but they got over 2.1 million views from those 5 videos. And most importantly, they made over $1,000 on just this content too. So this is all from the Noise platform. They made $1,000 in a week just posting 5 videos. Pretty crazy. So how do I get paid is the question that we get all the time. And it's a really important one, right? So the way that you get paid, like I said earlier, is we pay per view. So every single brand inside of the app has what we say is the cost per view. So you can see here, it's $1.20 per 1,000 views on this one, which is Quiver Quantitative. And there's someone that we have in the app right now. You technically get paid for every single view, but we like to just round it up a little bit so that we're not saying, oh yeah, you get paid 0.012 cents for every view that you get. It's more, all right, great. Once I hit my 1,000, then I know I've got these nice round numbers there. But technically, yes, you do get paid for every single view. So if you get 5 views, you still get paid for those. And that's important if you have a lot of videos out there, because if those videos are generating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 views a day and you have 50 of them, it starts to add up and you still get paid for that content. So you also see here, this is generally what the app has right now. Shows that you get paid per 1,000 views, and it has your post cap on each one. These are constantly shifting, and we're currently adding new partners every day as well. This is actually outdated because we added a new partner about 2 hours ago, and we're constantly adding more. So there's multiple ways for you to choose who you want to work with, and new opportunities are springing up every week. So great. That all sounds good. How do I get started? Well, you start by downloading the app. That's obviously the most important part. And then we recommend that you actually create a brand new TikTok account. So when you create that brand new TikTok account, what that allows you to do is craft that account by what we call baking it, so that when you look up certain stuff, like let's say food content, right? If you post about food, it's best for your For You page to be full of food content, because what TikTok does is they say, oh, great, this person engages with a bunch of food content. They love food content. Oh, they're posting about food content. I will show all of their food content to the exact same people who are engaging with the stuff that they're engaging with in their For You page. So that is how you break through the 250 post gate, or the 750 post, or the 750 view hell, or whatever everyone calls it, right? Is just training your algorithm to show your content to the exact people who are engaging with it. And then once you have your new account and once it's baked, all you have to do is post. And so that's really it. I'm going to go ahead and let this run. So this is just an example of somebody making a post on the Noise platform. They're going in, they've chosen which one they want to post about, and they're just downloading each image. So they're downloading these images, and you can see that they're just going through each one, downloading, and they're building a slideshow is what's happening. We're not making videos, we're downloading slideshows. So if you've ever seen TikTok, you're going through and downloading each one. And now that I have all of them downloaded, I'm going to go back to my actual TikTok channel and just select all of the things that I've downloaded. Great. I've got these 6 images. I upload them, and we also provide the exact text. This is called the hook, right? Design choices that make you question everything. And then you go in, and each slide has some context as to what that design choice is. This is different per partner, right? This one is just specific to an interior design brand that we have on the platform. And you're going through and you're just copying the caption, pasting, copying the caption, pasting. This is it. Like, it's not very difficult. You do not need to worry about making the content. We have made it all for you. The best part is we had one of our users actually record this video for us about 30 minutes ago. And this video that you're seeing them build right now has over 800 views on it. So just this example has already made them almost $1 in this like 2 minutes of work that they just had here. And so, yep, they're just putting this last one in here. And now they're going to next. They grab their post description. They paste their post description after they choose some music, which the music can be whatever you want it to be. Drop in their post description, and that's it. That's all you have to do to make a post on the Noise platform. It's super straightforward, very simple. And like I said, this person, despite the fact that they only spent 2.5 minutes to make this, they've already made $1 in the last 30 minutes just from this content being out there. So, which will grow to 5 and 10 and 20 or whatever. Yeah, that user that just did that, they have videos that have hundreds of thousands of views. So this is the whole point of the platform, is just to make it as simple as possible. So I'm going to cover a couple really common questions that we get, and then I'm going to open it up to folks in the chat. Diego's doing a great job of already answering a lot of those questions. I'm going to open up to folks in the chat to ask us questions that we can bring up answers to you, with our voice instead of our fingers. So, does Noise cost anything? No. We will never charge you on the Noise platform. We make money from splitting what the brand pays us with you. And I'll cover that in a second. How much can I post? This is one we get all the time. This one usually happens as soon as someone makes their first post. And it's been already happening tonight with people for their first post ever. They'll post, they'll get hundreds of views really quickly. They'll get a notification that they made some money, and they'll be like, great, I want to post 50 more times today. We don't want you to post 50 times because TikTok will start punishing you if you post too much. So we don't want your account to be looked upon badly by TikTok, because then that will hurt your ability to get views. We recommend that you post no more than 4 times a day on that account. we also recommend the best posting times are always in the morning, around lunch, around dinner time, and in the late evening, because that's when people are most likely on their phone. They're waking up in bed, they're on their phone, they're taking their lunch break, they're on their phone. It's dinner time, they're sitting down at dinner, or before dinner, they're on their phone, and at night, they're laying in bed on their phone. So those are always generally the best times to post. You can run multiple accounts if you want to post more than the 4 times a day. I would recommend that you save that until you are more familiar with the platform, and then you will easily understand how to make a second account and do it. We have users who have 2 or 3 accounts, and they spend 30 minutes a day just making their posts. Very simple. Does it only work for TikTok? No, you can post on TikTok and Instagram, and you can also post on YouTube. The difference with YouTube is because YouTube has to be uploaded as a video in the short, you have to convert it to a video. So we recommend people just stick to TikTok and Instagram. The benefit there is you can basically take your one post and earn double on it by just posting to TikTok and Instagram at the same time. How does noise make money? Great question. It's really simple. When we do the deal with a brand, that brand says, great, we are going to pay you $2 for every 1,000 views that you get us. As an example, and we say, awesome, we are going to split that 50-50 with our creators. So then we go out to our creators and say, hey guys, this one's paying $1 per 1,000 views. We're just splitting that one with you 50-50. And so that is how we make money. The only way we make money is if we actually help you make money. So like I said, we are not going to have you pay for anything. The only way that we're going to put bread on our table is, and keep the power on in the room, is to make sure that you guys are getting paid first. That's the most important thing to us. And then of course, how do I withdraw it, right? Because we have users who have withdrawn thousands of dollars from the platform already. And we do it the same way that Uber and YouTube and all these other, companies like DoorDash do it, where you just connect a bank account, and wherever you want that money sent, we will route that money to you. It's super straightforward, simple process that everyone seems to do. And we do it the same way. So really, that's kind of it. Check out this QR code here. I know this is a little sloppy, but take a screenshot with your phone. It's a really easy way for you to just get the link to exactly all the stuff that you need to get started, because there are a couple things that you need in order to get into the app. The first one is, where do I download it? Going to our website will be linked here. It's getnoise.com. That's the easiest way to find the app in the App Store. Ignore the angry ratings on there. We went a little viral in the early days when we first opened this up, and we've since been in beta for a select amount of users, but we're opening it back up again. There are people who are a little upset that we took all the money away because we just had too many people in. So ignore those for the time being. There's like 5 people who just got mad and left us 1-star reviews. Once you get into the app, you need a code to enter it. That's like what I said, where we locked it down. So the code to enter it is the word LOVE, L-O-V-E. All of that is detailed here, as well as the link to our Discord, where we talk with our community very frequently on updates that are coming, new features that you might want to make posting easier, new template updates, whatever it might be. We're very active in there. So is our community. So are our best earners. They're also active in the Discord, always sharing secrets on how to earn the most. And then lastly, this guide teaches you exactly how to bake your account, how to create a new TikTok account, and everything that's sort of wrapped up in there. It really doesn't take very long for you to get started. Most people, if you're super eager, you can screenshot this guide, go to the link, and you will be posting and earning your first money on the platform this evening before I go to bed, which will be pretty soon here. I'm a early to bed kind of person. But yeah, otherwise, I've been talking for a really long time. I would love to take some questions. Anything that you're seeing a lot of, Diego, that you want to answer?
Yeah, I just want to address a few things. Again, appreciate everyone tuning in so late at night. I know you guys all probably have somewhere to be in the morning. We do as well, so we'll try to keep this brief. Sent a few links. I'll be sending it a few more times here in the chat before we wrap up. iPhone and Android links. Obviously, download the app. You'll eventually get to a point where it asks you for a code. As Nick already explained, use code LOVE. The app is still fairly new. I think that was established. We really started in earnest in December, but it's going really well so far. So we're trying to help start growing here faster. You'll very quickly see somewhere in the app, after you input code LOVE, that it asks you to input an account. For now, just put whatever account you already have. We are not going to be wanting you guys to post on whatever social media account you already have, but do that to get through that screen. Then you'll be able to find any campaigns that you want to work with. You just join them. It takes like 30 seconds. And then our official recommendation is that you create an account that is dedicated to that brand. So if you say, for example, you're going to be interested in what this video is playing, which is food, right? You can create a TikTok that's called, in my case, very importantly, I then use this process called baking. That essentially just means I open up my search bar and I start searching for food TikToks. I start following food TikTok accounts. I start commenting on food TikToks, things like that. You'll know you're in a good spot when every post that you're getting shown in that account is about food. And then as you can see here in this video, you'll see how you can actually construct your own posts and start earning. Couple of housekeeping things. One is every time you start a new account, make sure you go to your profile, and then there's a button called settings where you connect accounts. We need to know that you created this account for us to track it, right? So always, always, always remember that you need to connect the account. Second thing is on that same settings page, there's a section at the top called code. So everyone has their own code. In the same way that you all just used code LOVE to come through, you all have your own unique code. You can change that to whatever you want. And if you do want to change it, I highly recommend you doing that at the very beginning, just so you don't forget. So for example, my code is Diego. And the reason why that's cool is that because we let you invite your own friends and family who you think are going to be a good fit to the app. And so you can tell them, hey, download this app's really cool. I'm making some money. Use code Diego, and we're going to pay you a cut of what they make for the rest of time. So you've got a really strong incentive to help us recruit more people. And that, you probably want to have a code that people can remember when you do that.
Just to answer some other questions that I'm seeing here. There is a link, Deanna, there is a link to the Discord if you follow this QR code. Again, highly recommend that you just grab a screenshot of this QR code here. This QR code has all the information, Discord links that you need. Life of Sin, how long have you been doing this? We've only been doing this since December. That being said, one of our first users who came over to the app when we first started, he's already made over $7,500 on the app since December. So there is a lot of earning potential despite the fact that we're still really, really young. We've got, do you have to post 3 pics at once instead of 1 pic? Yes, we want you to post all of them the exact same way that you're seeing inside of this little video over here that shows you exactly how the post happens. We want you to make a slideshow of those posts. What's the code again? Love. I put it back on the screen. Can we pay as early as tonight? Yes, you can start earning as early as tonight.
Just real quick on the posts themselves, because we did another one of these a couple hours ago, and we saw this was a bit of an issue. There in the app, you'll see a tab called Trending and another one called Leaderboard. Also, if you go to any one of the campaigns, you'll see that there's a section called Top Posts. Before you make a post, spend 10 minutes just browsing through all of those and just seeing what all the top creators are doing. Once you get what the posts look like, you'll be like, oh, okay, well, that's what I need to replicate. So please just check that out. It all links you out to TikTok or YouTube or Instagram so you can follow what they're doing. Please do that so you're not confused. Because if you do the post wrong, the brand, number one, it's not going to get any views because it's going to be misconstructed, so it's not going to have any sort of engagement. And two, the brand can see it and be like, this is bad, I don't want to pay for this. So they have the power to remove your earnings if you did it wrong. So I just want to make sure you guys do it right so that's not an issue. It's very easy once you get a hang of it. Again, we're playing a video on a loop here that is showing you how it works.
Some more questions here. Did they say the code? Yep, code LOVE. That should be a lot easier for folks to see. Took money away from who and how was that resolved?
I addressed that. You said it weird, so people were really confused.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry if I said that a little strange, guys.
People are confused about connecting their personal account but not posting on that account. Can you just
Yeah. You do not have to post on your personal account. Just getting your personal account connected.
This video has audio.
Oh, it says audio?
Yeah, so you
Okay.
should stop it.
I'll stop that then. I don't even know how to remove the audio from that one. So the it's the music that plays over you guys.
Yeah,
Okay. So yeah. What was I saying about? Oh yeah, connecting your personal account. Sorry. We're getting messages from the team about that video having music. I can't hear it. So you can connect your personal account. You don't have to post on it. It's just there. We're going to be adding a feature to let you remove the connected accounts soon. It does not matter if you have 500 accounts in there, as long as you're posting to the one and copying the description, it just connects to that directly. So if your personal account is in there, don't worry about it. As long as you're not posting to it, it can just sit in there for the time being. We'll let you remove that very shortly. Do I have to use the content provided by Noise, or can I make my own content about whatever I want? Great question. Only the content that you get in Noise is the stuff that we'll be paying for. If the brand sees you creating custom stuff, it's very hard to convince them that that is what they want. There's a lot of back and forth. Like I said, we're trying to save the headache there. For now, only the content that you post from Noise is the content to be paid for. If you are posting custom stuff, or if you're posting the wrong stuff, the brand will flag those and you will not get paid for it. And if it is, not good content, you might actually be banned. So I would highly recommend that you just stick to what's in the platform. I would be shocked if you could get more views than what it does. We have plenty of people who are getting their most views ever by using this stuff in the platform. Should we switch to a business account? No, you do not need to do that.
Keisha has a good question at the very bottom. You're further behind.
Can I work in a different country or just America? It is available in the United States, Canada, the UK, and Australia currently. If you're outside of those countries, we currently do not offer Noise in those other countries. Let's see. Connecting our new separate account to our original one so that it tracks. The audio on that video keeps interrupting you. Just a heads up. Yeah. Can you show how to make a slideshow again? I gotta figure out how to mute that video.
No, that's fine. You're burned. Every time you're making a new post in our app, there is a section that is a YouTube video that just shows you how to do it. Like, it is always accessible from the app for you to, if you ever have any questions. Again, I don't think I've said it explicitly yet in the call. I'm gonna send it out again here in the chat. If you use Discord, or even if you don't but want to, we highly recommend it. Discord is just a free chat room service. A lot of people use it. It's on the app stores. It's on web as well. We have our entire team and our community of top creators all in there. So there's hundreds of people just chatting every day, helping each other out. We're on this together. The top creators that you'll see on the leaderboard are all there and are often really nice and willing to answer any questions you guys might have. So I'm going to send the Discord link out again in a sec. Would love you all to join. I really do think it makes a difference if you're in there, just because you're absorbing what everyone else is doing, the good, and learning from what they're doing wrong, right? So it's always a good leg up.
Answering another couple questions. The first one is, does this cost me anything? No, it is completely free. We will never charge you anything. All you have to do is just post the content and you earn. You will not be paying for guides. You will not be paying for videos. You will not be paying subscriptions. None of that. Noise is completely free. Let's go back to this. Again, all the information here is on this this QR code. Take a screenshot of this. Save this for later. Let's go answer another couple questions. What should we make the name for the accounts? Good question. Whatever you want to make it. If you're making content about food, make it I love eating carrots and ranch, or whatever you come up with. As long as it's a normal name, it doesn't really matter too much.
Same with the picture.
Same with the picture. You're just trying to act like it's you, right? You're just posting about food content. So some pictures that I've seen out there, I think are really dumb, but they seem to work. So I don't think it matters too much. Just whatever feels good to you. What about I catch a title? Do we copy the same as the description? We actually don't use titles. Great question. It's just the description. We don't like using the titles because it just pushes the content around, and we don't have any evidence that the title makes that much of a difference. Who do we talk to if we have questions later? Great question, Keisha. So you can send me a text message. I'm sure I've got a bunch already. Yep, I have 11 missed texts already from you folks. So you will see my number in the platform if you need to get verified that way. Otherwise, we have a Discord channel that is linked again here at this QR code where you can ask any of those questions and we can definitely get you answers, or the community can help you as well. Ashley, how much do we get paid per view? The average is around $1. We have partners who are paying $1.20 for views. We have partners who are paying 99 cents for views. Depending on what country you were in, some of those might be a little bit less or more. If you're in the United States, you're getting the highest rates. Is there a fee for this? No. Okay, thank you. What should our TikTok account name be? Anything that you want it to be. They will never ask you for money. That's right.
You're pretty behind in the chat.
Oh, I'm behind? Oh, I'm caught up now.
Yeah.
So we can start tomorrow. Sin, you could start tonight. If you want to start tonight, if you want to start tomorrow, if you want to start this weekend, it's whenever you want to. Same with posting. You can post once a day. You can post 3 times a day. You can post 8 times a day across 2 accounts. You can post once a week. Again, all that's totally up to you as well.
I think we should you should address a little more as to how the money comes through. So just real quick, we're on the same page here. We have currently 9 brands on the app, growing every day. Fingers crossed, we just onboarded our 9th today, so it's really nice. I think it's important to explain why and they want this. All of these companies, they have different products. They have apps that people download on their phones. One of them sells furniture. One of them sells a meal kit that you get ordered and delivered to your doorstep. In all cases, these are businesses that have employees, that have investors, that have shareholders, that they're trying to grow their businesses and put food on their tables. And they all need help getting more customers. And so what we've done is that we've created this platform that connects them with you. And they're saying, hey, Diego and Nick, help me get as many people as possible to post great content that helps me promote my product so that I get more customers. And I'm willing to pay for that. And so we connect all of that. We've made the content with our technology, right? So if you open up the app will just give you posts that are ready to go. You do not have to come up with creative ideas. You would go crazy trying to come up with one every day. You would give up very quickly. We all did. We tried. That's why we built it into an app. Now all you have to do is grab the content, post it, follow the instructions, right? Which I know we've thrown a lot of information your way. If you have any questions, that's why I highly recommend joining our Discord. But the app itself also has a lot of resources. As you post, people will see that. The brand will get to reach new customers, and the brand will pay us, and we will pay you for all of this work, right? You will never have to pay anything to anyone. The brands are paying you to help spread the good word about their products.
Have some other questions here. What do we name our TikTok accounts? Karina, you can name them whatever you want. Same with pictures. Whatever you feel is a good account name and a good account photo for what you'll be posting about. Go with your gut on that one is what we found seems to work the best. Will we get the link for the app? Yes, yeah, I'll go. We'll add that back in the chat. Otherwise, again, you can grab it directly here from this QR code. This QR code will link you to everything that you need in order to get started on Noise. Is this a side hustle or a full-time job? It depends on how much you put into it. We have people who have asked us if they should quit their job and do this full-time. It's really just how much you want to put into it. We have people buying their coffee every day with it. We have people paying rent with it. We have people cashing out thousands of dollars with it. It's however much you want to put in. How do I pick what I want to post? I only see sports. If you are in a different if you're in the homepage of the app, go to the campaigns tab, and that's how you can see all the different ones that you can join. And we stay with the same brand, right? You stay with the same brand per account that you make. You're more than welcome to work with other brands, or if you're posting about food and we have multiple food brands, you can post multiple food brands on your food account. How do I link my Noise TikTok to my regular TikTok so you guys know? All you have to do is go to your profile, Broccoli Cheddar, and under the profile, there's a little gear icon in the top right. You click that, and you just say connect new account, and you just type in whatever your new account is that you made for Noise. How about auto? I'm not sure what you mean, Kushal. if you're talking about auto posting, we don't have that as a feature. You have to download and make the post. 1099 $600, right?
What's that?
1099 to $600.
I think so. Yeah.
Ashley, I believe in order to receive a 1099, you have to be over $600 withdrawn.
Which, if you're joining us in February and you plan to stick with it, you'll blast through that like no problem. Which is a great problem to have, right? It's no big deal.
Athena, you find the content in the Noise app on your home screen. It'll say you have a new post ready, and it'll say what the post is about and who it's for. All you have to do is open the post.
Show this.
It's right here. So it's right here on your home screen of your app, and all you got to do is hit that big red button right there, and that will open your post.
Yeah, real quick. So we have campaigns about everything, right? Ultimately, my recommendation is always look at all of them in the campaigns tab. So we've got stuff in food and interior design and sports and stocks, a lot of things. Look at what is interesting to you. Join that campaign. Then go to TikTok. Create a brand new account that is about that area, right? So if you're going to do interior design, maybe you'd call it like Diego the Designer or whatever it is, or Designer Lover or whatever that is. Just focus on one. So my official recommendation is start with one campaign, create one TikTok account that matches whatever that category is, and then do that baking process that we talked about, which is really just searching stuff like, if you're doing, again, interior design, search interior design, right? And watch a bunch of videos, like them, follow them. Use it as a real, regular human for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, until your homepage is nothing but interior design content. And that's how you know that you've basically prepared this account to be ready to start posting the interior design content. Then go into the app. Make sure you've connected that account. You can do that from your profile and then settings, connect accounts. That way we know about it and we can start tracking it. And then post every day or twice a day or 3 times a day about that brand. Get a hang of the whole system, of the whole rhythm. And then from there, if you want to go faster, if you want to earn more, start expanding out as however you want. Different account, different brand, whatever you prefer. But really the best play for the first 24 to 48 hours is just that, right? One brand, one TikTok account. And TikTok specifically because we think it's the best one until you get your reps in.
Answering another couple questions here. Varden, is it typically an image or a video? It will always be images. For now, those work the best currently. We'll be adding video later, but for now it is just images, and most importantly, a slideshow of images. It's not just one image, it's multiple images all together. Jessica, why a bank account? Bank accounts are the most secure option. Really, it's just the most secure option that we can provide, and it's the standard across other apps like Uber and DoorDash and YouTube and even TikTok, right? Does Noise have access to our personal account, being our new account is linked? No, we have access to none of that. You are not connecting your TikTok at all, so we have no access to your actual TikTok account. We just need to know the name of it so we know which TikTok to go look at to see how many views it got. Do we get paid every week or every day? Goddess Miko, you get paid every hour. We go and check about every hour how many views your content is getting in the first 24 hours. And then once your video is older than 24 hours, we check it every day. So you start earning basically within the hour of you making your first post. And then the withdrawal window is very similar to YouTube, where there's a 30-day window. All the other apps do the same thing. There's a 30-day window of your content or your earnings to be able to be withdrawn. So there's a slight delay on it. Everything that you earn today, you'll be able to claim the 25th of next month. And that's just, again, fraud prevention. It's totally standard across all these other type of earning platforms. I did food and all that popped up was sports. Athena, if you just keep pressing the next post button, it's likely that you'll just run into a food one that way. How do you play your own music on TikTok? I want to play a song I made. I think you upload that to TikTok and you got to find it. So I would do that. Cool, funny shorts. Can I still get started if I miss the first part of this meeting, or should I join the next onboarding? Furry Fibers, you're free to join the next one if you want to. Otherwise, all this information that we just covered is here in the QR code. You can come to tomorrow's if you want to. That is at, I believe, an hour earlier than tonight's was. However, there should be a recording of this live stream once I end the stream, so you can rewatch it again that way if you want.
One more time, if you want to have like 24/7, I can just text Diego or Nick or literally anyone that I see on the top of the leaderboard on the Noise app, which are obviously the people that get it the most and know how to do all this. Please, please, please join our Discord or consider downloading Discord and joining. Again, completely free. It's just a chat room. I'm going to send the link once more. I'm literally like talking to people that joined an hour ago and giving them pointers on what they're doing right or what they're doing wrong. So
that's great. She's doing great.
Yeah, she's my
700 views, 900 views, 600 views.
Yeah,
great.
This person's already made like
$5.
No, like $10 since the last hour that she joined. She's doing great. So please, I'm gonna send the Discord link. Would love to have you guys join. I am sure you have more questions that we weren't able to answer. We can answer them here because we're gonna be able to talk 24/7.
Answering some more questions. Furry Fibers, like I said, check the live stream once we finish it here. It should be available on YouTube once it finishes processing. Otherwise, yeah, we'd love to see you tomorrow. Or like Diego said, join the Discord. There's YouTube videos on how to play your own creative music on TikTok. Thank you, Deanna. Is there a fee for withdrawing money? If so, is that a flat rate? There is no fee. You withdraw the money. So if you want $50 out, you get $50 out. I think we've sent exactly $3,000 to one of our users, to the penny. So is there stock campaigns? Yes, there are stock campaigns.
Yeah, FX Trapstar. I'm friendly with these guys. The company, they're called Quiver Quantitative. So if you go to the second tab on the app, it's a black and white logo. Quiver Quantitative. They do a lot of like stock related stuff. Trying to get more people interested in them. So I'm glad you asked. Please do that one if that's what you're interested in. Start a stocks account on TikTok, connect it to the app. Make sure you have a code that you like because we use that for tracking, right? So in your profile, go to profile settings, pick a good code, and then, yeah, start posting. Well, make sure you bake it properly and then start posting.
Varden, when posting, we choose our own songs. And if we do, how do you recommend we look for music? Great question. Yes, you choose your own songs. We actually do not make song recommendations at the moment. We might in the future. What we found is generally using trending audio works the best. So I say go with your gut on what you think matches the aesthetic of the video or the vibe of the video. Failing that, go ahead and use trending audio. That seems to work the best for views so far. How do I make a code? So you can enter code LOVE to get into the platform. If you want to edit your code, go to your profile in the Noise app, hit the gear icon in the corner, and there will be a spot right under your profile picture where you can edit your code. You could just make yours FXT if you want to, or whatever it is. Great. I think we're running out of questions here.
Awesome.
Would I be able to make money tonight and pull out as early as today? Athena, no. So you can make money tonight, but like I said earlier, there's a 30-day window where we sort of hold the earnings like everybody else does, YouTube, Uber, all these other platforms. We hold those earnings for 30 days just for like fraud prevention, stuff like that.
That's not the only reason why. The other reason why is we don't get all that money immediately, right? So like we're tracking it, but we now then need to go to the brand and charge them for it, collect it, then send it to you. It's pretty standard stuff, 30-day window.
Yeah. What is our custom code for? It's just the custom code is how we look and make sure that you actually posted the video. So the way that the custom code works is when you put that in your description, you say, hey, my account is Nick on TikTok and my code is Fluffy, right? So I go to TikTok, I check out Nick's TikTok, and I see that he posted Fluffy on his video. And I'm like, great, he posted that video for the brand that we have in the Noise platform, and then we can start paying him for those views. So that's what the code is for, Spades. Customizing the code just makes it easier for you to remember so you don't have to type in like 6WDJ5. every single time. You can just type in spades if you want.
Well, you actually never type it. We just give it to you.
Well, yeah, we give
you
it
just
to you.
copy and paste it. But so the code serves two purposes. One is every post that we give you will come with your own code. That's how we know it's yours and that we should pay you for it and not someone else. The other reason why is, if you remember, when you downloaded the app, you had to input code LOVE, right? You can use your code to invite your friends and family if you think they're going to be a good fit, right? And we kind of leave it up to you to train them and do whatever. So you can tell you, let's say your best friend, hey buddy, I'm using this new app, making a bunch of good money. It's super fun. Download the app, use code Diego, that's my name and that's my code. Use code Diego, and that way they can get in without having come to one of these live streams. Importantly, if they do that, we will pay you 5% of their earnings for their entire lifetime. So you have a really strong incentive to help us spread the word to other creators.
The link for Android isn't working. Karina, if you are in the United States, Canada, UK, or Australia, it should work. If you go to our website, www.getnoise.com, you should be able to grab it from there too.
I'll send it again.
If you're outside of one of those countries, the app will not work for you, or it's not available outside of those countries currently. So I have my code in the description of the video. Yep, exactly. Spades, your code will be in the description of the video. That's how we know that you posted it, and so we can pay you for your post. Great. Well, I think that questions are kind of dying down. So again, this link last time right here, I guess right here, this link right there, grab a screenshot of that link because that will give you all the information that we just covered here. Do y'all advertise through TikTok? We do not advertise through TikTok currently. We've been kind of in like a secret beta mode for the past couple months, and now we're exiting. So this is the first version of us kind of talking about it more publicly. Is the code a hashtag? Yes, Jad Reed, the code is a hashtag.
We give you all of that, Jad Reed. Literally, like you only have to download images and copy texts in the builder. It's pretty straightforward. No, you never have to type anything.
Nope, you don't have to type love with the caption. All you got to do is just copy the description, and that's it. Love is just to enter the app. That's all it's used for. Again, if anyone has any further questions, do we need to create a business account? Nope, no need to create a business account. It's just a regular account. S'more. If you all have any other questions, check out the link right here. Again, screenshot this. Grab the link out of it in your photos. If you're not familiar, you can just screenshot and then open your photos and it will open the link for you. That will have how to get started, all the links that you need to download the app, how to join our Discord and talk to us. Highly recommend it. Otherwise, I will be ending the stream here and you can watch the recording of the live stream later if that is also helpful and we can answer some questions that way. Otherwise, I will be answering texts here from everybody who just came in. The code is LOVE to enter the app, Deshaun. I will be answering questions on my phone, and I'll be on Discord answering questions as well. Can I post other content on my channel as long as I don't hashtag? Yes, S'more, you can do that. So you can post other content in your channel as long as you don't use the hashtags that connect it to the Noise platform. So as long as you're not using your hashtag that connects it to us, you're free to post whatever you want. Maya, I'm super excited that you're excited. Hope to see you on the leaderboard soon in the app. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Deanna. Excited for everything as well. You have a great rest of your night. We're going to go to bed. It's a little late here. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the Discord and in my messages.
I'm going to send the Discord link one more time. Again, you're missing out if you don't join.
All right. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Have a great night.